What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. This is the Italian Grand Prix. We've got about 6 races left after this, I think it is. And with F1 2017 coming in about 9 days time. Is that good maths? I don't think it is. It's 9 or 10, so I'm going to try and get these out as quick as possible. If possible, before the new game comes out. But if not, there might have to be a slight overlap. But here we go for Monza. Very important race and one which should really suit our car with the straight line speed we have. We displayed that amazing straight line speed last time out in Belgium. So if you missed that one, do go check it out. Ferrari have made massive upgrades. Haas have made massive upgrades as well. So we're at the bottom now, unfortunately. But there's only 3 upgrades to go. So it's very close within the field. Ferrari back up to the second team. They'd been languishing at around Haas's level at this current moment. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this pans out. That's been our season. Very good indeed, but with such a close field and with the AI's awful strategies, we've been able to pounce and take 3 victories. So into qualifying, and I really did feel confident for this one. I did in Spa as well. I just know with the straight line speed, we're going to be so strong in sectors 1 and 3. Maybe not so much in sector 2, but this was our first run in Q1 and it felt pretty good overall. We went slightly wide of Parabolica there, but only 3/10 off. And by the end of the session, I knew I didn't have to put another lap in, so that was P6. So I knew we had a great shot at getting into Q3 here. The eliminations, Raikkonen in there at his team's home Grand Prix, which is just not good enough for Ferrari. Bit of a mistake on my final run in Q2. I only went for 1 run near the end of the session, and that mistake did hurt me. This really wasn't a great lap. There weren't any big mistakes. It just felt a little bit scrappy, and yeah, my confidence went a little bit out the window in this second half of the lap, and we come to the line and it's only P15. I couldn't believe it. We were a full second slower than we were in Q1. That's a very disappointing performance. A performance, though, I've got to point out is Grosjean in 3rd in the Haas. That really is something I've got to say, but that is disappointing. P15, we could have done a lot better, but it's race day now. It's the classic Monza circuit. This is always an exciting race in career mode. There's just certain races that you know are always going to be exciting. Spa, Monza, they're just ones to name a few, and here we go. So, in terms of the grid and the championship, things are getting very exciting. Pole position there, you can see Nico Rosberg. You've got a Ferrari down in P18 here with Kimi Raikkonen. Unbelievable, it really is. We've got us in P15. We should be a lot higher up, I think. I think we could have definitely gone into the top 6 there. So, in terms of the championship, looking good for Rosberg. But there's so many contenders that really anyone could win this race. Anyone could win the title. So, let's see what the grid is like for this Italian Grand Prix.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Massa, Perez, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, and Jolyon Palmer. Kvyat, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Gutierrez, Sauber, Alonso, Pascal Wehrlein, and Kimi Raikkonen, Haryanto and Bottas, Jenson Button and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
That's the grid for the race, and in terms of strategy, we're going to be going for soft, medium. There's a hint of rain at the end of the race just to shake things up, so I don't know if it's going to come just like on the final few laps, but yeah, we've got to watch out for that. But we're building up to the start. 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Gutierrez doesn't get a good start. Kvyat doesn't get a great start. Magnussen doesn't get the best of starts either. We've mastered our starts recently, and we've made up a few positions here. You can't get anyone into turn 1. Later on the brakes than Magnussen. Looks like there's contact ahead. There's cars going to the left where it's a right-hander. Loads of cars are off the track there. Palmer and Grosjean have gone off. The Force Indias have made contact, and we've touched the back of Perez there. That's halted our momentum a little bit, but we're trying to look for a gap here. Verstappen and Perez side by side. We've got nowhere to go. We've got the double toe, but Perez is shoving Verstappen out to dry, so we've got the chance to slip it down the outside. And can we slow the car down for the chicane? Yes, we can, only just. Big lock up there, but that's been a fantastic start. The AI just went crazy into the chicane there. Absolutely unbelievable. So we'll see the run to turn 1 here from the front. Vettel gets a brilliant start, takes a lead from the 2 Mercedes, and we'll see 4 wide into turn 1 there. The Williams just comes across the 2 Force Indias, and That's just very messy, all them trying to rejoin the track there. I'm surprised there wasn't more damage than that. But that was very spectacular. We're coming to the end of lap 2 here. Raikkonen's on the attack. He's jumped up from P18, so he's had a monster of a start here in front of the Tifosi. They'll definitely like that. Ahead of us, they're nearly going 3 wide. Massa, Ricciardo, and is it Hülkenberg? Yes, I think it is, and it's again a bit messy there. I think there was a lock-up from Hülkenberg, so that's going to help us out as these battle very hard here. So can we look for any scraps? And Ricciardo's not got a great run there. Are we going to go around the outside through Curva Grande? Yes, we are. Can we get Hülkenberg? No, he squeezes us out, so we can't go for the move, but he's left the door open into the chicane, and that could be us up into P6. We've got to leave some space on the inside. That's something I've learned from that chicane. Don't turn in on the AI, but that's us up to P6. So that's an absolute brilliant start for us. We've capitalised on the AI, making quite a bit of contact in terms of wheel-to-wheel combat there. But at the end of lap 3, Massa, he doesn't score many points. I think he's only got 2 points in this career mode season. So yeah, definitely some great straight line speed in that Williams, but we've easily dispatched of him. If he wants to know about straight line speed, jump into this Sauber. It's absolutely incredible, because in terms of setup as well, I've gone for the default setup, and it's the 4th one, so not the most straight line speed. I needed a bit of downforce for sector 2, but Raikkonen had a great run there on Supersofts. He was the last of the ones on them tyres to pit, so after 6 laps I think that was, and Felipe Massa's out on lap 8, and I was actually scheduled to pit at the end of this lap, so I was thinking, safety car, please be safety car, and my prayers have been answered absolutely perfectly. This is going to work very well for us. We can see the replay on board with the Renault there. Massa pulled over to the side between the 2 Lesmos, so yeah, I was going to come in on lap 8 anyway, so this has worked out very, very well. So we're going to come in and replace our front wing. I don't actually remember what happened. I did do this race a few days ago, but it wasn't a major bit of contact. I think I just clipped the rear of someone's car. It was only a bit of yellow on the end fence, so not too much damage. I thought it was a good chance to replace the front wing. So we'll come out in P8, and yeah, I do talk about this quite a lot in my videos, especially career mode with the AI. Strategy. When it comes to the safety car and rain, they just don't make good strategy calls. It's really is bad. Why would you pit on the first lap of the safety car? Why would you pit on the second lap of the safety car? Unbelievable. I mean, the 3 victories this season have been gifted to me from things like this, and it makes me look very good, I've got to say. So we're getting ready for the restart. I knew we'd have such a great tow down here, and we might take the lead. I've done that in the past few seasons. And another bit of great strategic call from the AI as Magnussen in the lead goes into the pits, but we're going to take Alonso pretty easily, and I knew, get into the slipstream of Sainz and we can take the lead going into turn 1. I feel like every safety car on career mode, I do this every single season, and we've left a bit of room on the inside for Sainz. Can we get better traction? Yes, we can. We're on the fresh tyres, and that is us into the lead. Not sure if it's the genuine lead strategy, obviously with the safety car now, and the AI's different strategies. It's kind of all over the place, but I don't expect to obviously run away with this, and that's exactly what happened, as Carlos Sainz was right on my tail. And I'm just not very good through Les Mode 2. I just don't get a great run. Maybe it's the AI are just a lot better than me and the human player. But Sainz gets a run here, and I get kind of scared side by side with the AI in certain corners. Ascari is one of them, so I usually brake early. Let the AI go, because I know they will understeer right into the side of you and probably take you out. But through Ascari, and the straight line speed kicks in, not even with rich mix or DRS of course, and that's how good our car is in a straight line. And I think that's what is really helping us around Monza here today, and Spa last time out. We're not so strong in the middle sectors, but our straight line speed gives us the chance of fighting near the front, which is brilliant. Sainz, I don't really know what he's doing. He's trying to use the slipstream, but he can't get past, and he backs off every once in a while. That's definitely a flaw with the AI in this game, and I'll just show it now. It's just really strange. I hope this is sorted out for 2017, because the AI just can't go for the overtake. I don't remember this happening in the first 6 months of the game. It seems to be more recent things, so I don't know if that's come through a patch, but I noticed that in Baku as well this season. But Sainz, right on my tail once again. He's clearly quicker than me. If I didn't have the great straight line speed, I'm pretty sure he'd just pull away into the distance. Verstappen's in third, but obviously, as you know by now, I've mentioned it quite a lot in the past few races. We have been racing Verstappen quite a bit. We don't know where he is on the minimap because he is glitched out. So, once again, we're fighting back against Sainz, even easier than before Parabolica. That's how we defend. I don't think we even get DRS. Sainz will probably get DRS, but he can't fight back. And, again, we just can't take less mode 2 at all, can we, guys? It's so bad. It really is. Sainz is going to get another run. We're going to mix it up, though. We're going to go defensive this time to try and keep him behind. But, again, I break a little bit earlier. At around 150 meters. We don't get a great run through Ascari either, so this time we're further behind. Sainz has definitely got a much better run this time, and it took to the next lap to get even close to Sainz. And we're not really that close, but I know at this point I could probably still overtake with a bit of DRS. But Sainz is actually coming into the pits. It is meant to rain in about 10 minutes, which is what, 3-4 laps from the end? So my plan right now was stretch these tyres to a lap. To around lap 23 or 24 to the rain period. And we've made a mistake into turn 1. I've done a Rosberg, and I thought I probably should do this properly, just like in real life, and not just skip across, which I think you can do. I don't know if you get a penalty. But yeah, one for corner cutting, and that's Verstappen into the lead. It's a classic Rosberg from, I think it was 2014. Was it? No, it was 20... I can't remember. It was 2014 or 15. I'll say 14. Hopefully I've got my history right there. So we try and take it properly, but we actually hit the polystyrene boards. I think we probably would have gone across the grass, and I've got a feeling you might get disqualified or get a guaranteed 10-second penalty for that. We were so close to getting through. A bit of contact. I'm not sure if that would be a penalty in real life, but obviously that was accidental. And now we're coming on to lap 19. Verstappen is into the pits for another set of dry tyres. The rain doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon, so we are prepared. We're going to go for the inters next, and we're trying to stretch these tyres out. Now we've got Perez on our tail, closing us down so quickly. We're starting to struggle on these. I think the rear's at around high 60%, so yeah. AI into the pits, that's what's helping us here. The AI making an extra pit stop. Again, they make so many pit stops, more than me. That's how I'm just so much smarter than them. They don't have the human element. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. He was in P3, I think. So let's see what's happened with him. Two Red Bulls side by side. That's not good. He was trying to go into the pits. He's going to be angry. He really is. He gets a smash there from the Toro Rosso who's lost their front wing. So let's see the replay and a bit of team radio.
Someone hit me.
Yeah, understood. We're looking at it.
Yeah. Is that who I think it was? Yes.
Yeah, understood, mate. We can see.
Tension of Red Bull. He's not happy with Max there, but it's Daniel Ricciardo's fault. Trying to turn in on Verstappen, who's just trying to get the overtake done. He's just made a pit stop. He's fighting for the victory. The Toro Rosso makes no attempt to miss Ricciardo there. How the Toro Rosso is not out the race, I don't know. But now look at our tyre. We're 87%. It is drizzling quite heavily now, but still, it's not enough for the intermediate tyres. I thought me struggling was definitely because of the rear tyres, and I thought, I've got to go for one more lap. I've got to take the risk because it's not ready for inters. I don't know where Verstappen is. I wasn't really checking the split times either, but I can see now it's 7 seconds. So I thought one more lap and I'll go in for the inters, but I didn't expect tyre wear to be so high on this lap. We're struggling through turn 1. We're bouncing over the curbs. We just can't slow the car down. Have I made a mistake here? Have I cost myself the chance of winning this race? We're up to 91 on the rear left, 90 on the rear right. We're struggling so badly. The rain is getting heavier. I think it actually is time for inters now. So the combination of being on the wrong tyres and absolutely destroyed tyres is not helping us. We're struggling on the straight, and Verstappen comes from absolute nowhere. He's gained 7 seconds on us on that lap. We've hit the rear of Verstappen. We don't have any damage, but I think we've lost the race here. We've thrown it away. We've made a mistake. Would it have been better to pit on the previous lap? I think it probably would have. And yeah, we've got to come in at the end of this lap. Whereas the rest of the field are a little bit further behind. So hopefully we can keep them back and maybe achieve a podium. But this is so difficult. I've actually never, apart from a puncture obviously, not had tyre wear this badly. I think maybe in the 80%, but not this much. 96, it's so close to the tyres popping. And I don't think Verstappen pit there. Obviously can't see on the minimap, but I don't think he did. Some cars are staying out. Are they going to stay to the end? That'll be a huge risk. We got the inters on. Where are we going to end up? Perez is not that far behind. Magnussen's ahead. So we're coming out in P6 here. So I think the top 5 are yet to pit. So we could be the effective race leader. What's Verstappen doing? That's the key thing. So we slow it down. We're going to have pressure from Perez, I think, because he really is not that far behind. But the key thing is, what is Verstappen doing? And I didn't think this was a bad outlap, but Perez just absolutely shoots from nowhere and is about to blast past me. This was so unexpected. And he's going for it into Ascari. Is he going to get the move done? I don't feel that confident on these tyres yet. This first lap has not been... It's not been bad, but it's not been great. It's just not been enough. And what are the AI going to do? Are they going to pit? We're struggling so much. Perez is pulling away. Coming through Parabolica. It's close enough, but we're not going to get DRS. The AI are in the pit. So, they've lost out so badly. And we're still in P3. There's no one on the minimap. I think Verstappen's still out on dry tyres. I can't overtake Perez. Just don't have the confidence to go for the move, but we're close. 2 laps to go. This is getting so intense. Who is going to win this race? Verstappen is still out on dry tyres. Unbelievable. This is the final lap now. You can see the gap. It's probably about 6-7 seconds. That's got to be a glitch, surely. He's on dry tyres. It's intermediate conditions. I know Verstappen is glitched on the minimap, but are his tyres glitched? I don't know. It's very suspicious. But we're coming through Parabolica for the final time. We're trying to hold off Hamilton behind us. Max Verstappen has won the Italian Grand Prix from Perez. Can we keep Hamilton behind? Yes, we can. We've got a podium. What drama at the end there. And it's 15 points towards our championship push. What a race there. If that's not a glitch, that's a fantastic effort from Verstappen, but I don't know what to say about that. It's just a really strange scenario, isn't it? But at least we get a podium. We're getting consistent points, which is what we need. And if we can get that final upgrade, which isn't to do with fuel, it's the bottom one, that will help us greatly, and I think we'll be able to fight for the podium every single race. So you can see the lack of pit stops did help us once again. AI being dumb in terms of strategy, that's not new for you guys to hear. So Verstappen, Perez, myself, let's look for Vettel's pitting 5 times. Like, why? I swear I'd finish so much further down the order if the AI had a smart strategic element to them, which they need it for 2017. Who hasn't scored points? Ericsson's finished 18th. Ricciardo, obviously, we saw got taken out. So here's the driver standings. Verstappen with a big lead now. He's looking very good for this title. We're only 5 points behind P2, so it's such an amazing battle this final season. I've really enjoyed this. Hope you guys have as well, so do leave a like if you have. So we've jumped up to 5th, a point behind Sainz and Rosberg, 5 behind Hülkenberg, just ahead of Perez and Ricciardo. So, who knows who is going to win this title? Actually, guys, leave in the comments below who you think will win the title, but it's so exciting. Into the Constructors, not so much for us, but the battle at the top between Red Bull, Force India, Mercedes will be. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, subscribe. If you haven't already, to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.